I want freedom from this body that's kept me in prison for so long. I want freedom. I'm not dealing with no brokies. I'm not dealing with no bummies. Don't come over here and you cannot provide, you cannot lead, you cannot hold me down, you cannot protect, you don't have no provision, you don't have no plans. Don't. Because baby, I swore up and down, lose this weight, get that body done, pop out, be outside.
Nick, I'm one of one. I'm number one. I'm the only one. Don't even waste your time trying to compete with me. No one else in this world can think like me.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm so happy to be here with you guys. Happy March, happy new month. I pray that this month brings you peace, financial stability. I pray that this month is a month of ease for you, that you have a season of softness in this month. I pray abundance in your life for this month. I pray new love in your life for this month, new friendships in your life for this month, and success in your life for this month. Honey, we are going to make the best of this month. You know why? It is March Madness, and I will be dropping a video every single day for the month of March. That's right. You are going to be spending this entire month with me, and together we are going to be prospering in this month. For those of you that are new to my channel on the account with this video, welcome. This is a perfect video for you to get to know me in, because this is a get to know me video. And for those of my besties that's been here with me for years that wants to get reacquainted with me, this is the perfect video, because I am opening myself up and allowing you all to get to know me or rediscover me again. And I felt like this was the perfect video to start March Madness off with. So we're gonna be doing our makeup together. This is the look we did. How did we do? We beat our mug, honey. We beat our mug. We beat our mug. Why can't I speak? We're gonna be doing our makeup together. We're going to be chit-chatting. I'm gonna be opening up about, you know, who I am as a person, letting you guys rediscover me, get to know me, things in my life right now in this moment in time, how much I have changed and grown. I'm not the same girl, you guys. If you have been a subscriber of my channel for years, I'm not the same girl. I'm not the same girl. I'm a different person. I have evolved so much. I don't even recognize myself. And I hope that you get to experience this new version of me, especially this month, because I'll be dropping a video every single day, like I said. So yeah, cop a squat. If you want to do your makeup together, let's do it. If you just want to kick your feet up, go get a snack, baby. This is a long one because we really chit. Go get a snack, kick your feet up. Let this be our girls. We got to look at it like our FaceTime calls. That's what this is. This is a FaceTime call. Like, I'm your bestie calling you and we're spending time together. Okay, so do me a favor, like this video for your girl. Like, that's the only thing I ask of you, is that you like this video and engage in the comment section, because we talk a little bit in this video about something I'm considering getting, and I really want your opinion because you are my best friend and I value your opinion. So I'm sincerely asking, when you get to that part of the video, pause the video, talk to me in the comment section, because I really need your advice on this. Honey, what's tea? What you think? Let me know, sis, because what's going on? You think I should do it? Tell me. I need help, okay? But anyway, enough with the talking and rambling. Y'all are going to see me every single day this month. Every single day, same time, between 7:30 and 8:30 Eastern time, every single day. I will be dropping a new video, so stay tuned for that. Not all videos are going to be like this. Some of them are going to be short vlogs. Some of them are going to be informational videos, testimonial videos. Like, every day I'm dropping a video here on this platform. So make sure you are subscribed. Hit the notification button. If you already subscribed, unsubscribe and resubscribe and turn your notifications on. That way you do not miss out on a video. Let's get into this tea real quick and get to know me. Do people still care about the products we use, like mentioning products and stuff like that? Let me know. If you guys want a list of the products, because I don't know if y'all care about that type of stuff. Like, do I waste my time and list it? Or, you know what, if you want to know what a product is, and if I didn't talk about it or show it, ask me and I will tell you. Just drop a comment. That's how we're gonna do this, because I don't know if y'all even care about the products or if y'all just watching to watch, but I feel like it's boring if I just sit here and talk about getting to know me. Like, let's do something while we talk. This is our time. We on a FaceTime call. Go get a snack. Do some, matter of fact, beat your face with me. Get pretty with me, because that is what we are. We are pretty girls, pretty women, and nobody could tell us different. Do you hear me? Drinking my iced coffee. This is actually a protein iced coffee. Gotta get that protein in, honey. I'm gonna start off by priming, and then we're gonna get into this like get to know me. I feel like it's been a minute since I let my besties in. Like, I feel like I shut down so much because so much in my life has changed. I have changed as a woman. When I started my channel, okay, I started my channel 12 years ago, and I had just literally turned 23. I think the very first video I vlogged was on my 23rd birthday. I didn't tell everyone I was 23 because at the time, I wanted to be grown. I used to lie about my age so much because I felt like I was always the young one. It's so funny because the other day my brother asked me, do you still lie about your age? You wanted to be grown so bad you would lie about your age, because I was like the youngest cousin. Everybody was older, doing them. So I would say I was around their age. Girl, why you lie? Why you lie so much? But I started my channel 12 years ago. I got a notification from YouTube about my channel hitting 12 years old. And I was like, dang, where did time go? Like, oh my gosh, it's been 12 years. Yes, I started my channel 12 years ago. I'm trying this e.l.f. grip primer. And that's another reason why I don't even want to show products, because girl, your nails are not done. My natural nails don't even look manicured. Like, we're gonna do a maintenance video. So I started my channel 12 years ago, and I came on showcasing my weight loss journey. That is how my channel started, with me fighting obesity 12 years ago. And I have lost and gained and lost and gained in those 12 years, up and down, like a yo-yo roller coaster. I have made it a point to never go back to my starting point. I started at 350 pounds. By the time I started posting videos and stuff, deciding that I was going to do my journey publicly, I started at 450 pounds. Excuse me. Where did I get 350 from? I started at 450 pounds. I was 50 pounds away from being 500 pounds. When I started documenting my journey, when I decided I wanted accountability and I wanted to document my journey, I was 436 pounds. When I decided I was going to document my weight loss journey, I honestly couldn't tell you why I decided to just document my journey publicly. Like, I wanted accountability, and I felt like nothing else gave. Like, but in my defense, I never truly really tried to lose weight. I had on my own. I have been forced to try to lose weight by my mother, my father, doctors. I was 12 on Weight Watchers. At around 12, 13, my mother and father decided they were taking me to nutritionists and specialists, and they were just like, hey, no, something's not right. You're not losing baby fat. You're getting bigger, and you're too big for your age. So they decided they were taking me to nutritionists, specialists, and I had to go to the gym. They were like, yeah, it was crazy. But I don't know if I ever shared that part. My mom and father took me to nutritionists and specialists and stuff like that. So yeah, I was policed at a very young age about food, and it's crazy because I'm Caribbean, right? How are you policing me yet you're not cooking healthy? Make it make sense. But you know, they don't know. They only know what they know. So my mom, she just, you know, she wanted me to be like normal for society. My mom didn't want me to go through being shamed or embarrassed, because she's, you know, my mom was always like, oh, you're so beautiful, you're so beautiful. And it's true, like, people would always come up to me, oh my God, you have such a pretty face. My whole life, you have such a pretty face. You have a face of a model. You need to lose weight. They would follow it up with that. And I'm a kid. So yeah, at that point I decided I'm gonna try to lose weight. And really the breaking point was I went to Fashion Week New York City for the first time. I was like an online radio host. I was doing press. I was getting into all these fashion events, and the pictures came back, and it was the first time I actually saw myself, and I did not like what I saw, and it just made me want to do something. Like, I went into like this depressive state, and then when I came out of it, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do something about that. So that's how my YouTube channel started. I decided I was gonna change the way I eat. I used to drink like at least 2 liters of Pepsi a day. At least. At the very minimum, 1 2-liter of Pepsi. Not diet, not sugar-free, not zero sugar. No. Regular Pepsi, 2-liter a day. 2 of them. And I grew up, I grew up in New York City. I'm a Brooklyn girl, hence the name Brooklyn, which is not my real name. We'll talk about my real name in another video. I'm gonna tell you guys how God released me from the spirit of rejection. Okay, but that's another video. Anyway, I would eat Chinese food a lot. McDonald's, Chinese. Yeah, like that was my thing. Chinese food. I went cold turkey. I stopped eating fast food cold turkey. I stopped drinking soda cold turkey. For a girl that never really tried before, I just stopped. I no longer ate Chinese food. I didn't order it. I didn't buy McDonald's. I just stopped. I stopped eating all fast food, not just straight McDonald's, but all fast food. And that was the start of my journey. Just doing that, it literally helped me lose weight. Before I even decided to come on YouTube and share my journey, I started doing research. I said, if I'm gonna do this, I need to learn about nutrition. I need to learn about eating right. And at that time, I learned about the HGC diet, which, y'all, that is such a fad diet. It works, but it's a fad diet. And with the HGC diet, I was eating less than 1,000 calories a day. With the HGC diet, I had to be so meticulous with that HGC diet. It is dangerous. It was so restrictive. Like, you couldn't eat a lot of things on HGC. And I was also taking HGC pills. I was like for a month, and I do not recommend it at all. I'm not saying go do it, but I'm telling the truth on how I began in my journey. So again, during this time, I was learning a lot about nutrition. A lot of my videos, you guys can still go back and watch it. A lot of them are up, a lot of them are private, because at the time I was in a relationship and he was in a lot of the videos. We're no longer together, which, all right, let's just address because people still ask, people that have not seen me in years that are subscribed to me or got unsubscribed some way, some shape or form. I still get asked about my ex. So let's just pivot into that. Yeah, I started my YouTube channel because of my weight loss journey. You guys watch me lose weight. I never went back to 450 pounds. I never went back to 436 pounds. My channel pivoted as I started getting into vlogs, daily vlogs and stuff like that. I really was shameless about putting my life on the internet. I had no shame. I was vlogging everything. And I think that's why a lot of people don't watch me now, because I'm not that transparent anymore at all. And so for those of you that watch me grow into the woman I am today, you know how I used to be so transparent. I used to show everything, my family, my love life, things that I was doing. Girl, I was a vlogger. And so you guys knew I was in a relationship and he would be in my videos. And yeah, once my relationship ended, for the reality of the type of relationship I was in came to light, and even before it fully ended, I stopped putting my business on the internet because I was like, girl, you out here being embarrassed. No, you not out here posting your life and you're being embarrassed, because every week it was, hello Shirley, this is Barbara, or hello Barbara, this is Shirley, whichever way it goes. Y'all know, woman, a woman. Yeah, it was, girl, at this point, just don't care, boo. I don't care. It was to the point where it was just like, okay, good for you, boo. You telling me because, like, honey, why are you talking to me? Go talk to your man. Like, don't talk to me. Go talk to him. But, and this is no shade to, you know, my ex or anything. Some men, it's just, monogamy is not their thing. And you have to respect it. It's like, they tried, it's too hard, it's not them. Just, baby, you deal with your demons on your own. Leave me out of it. Like, leave me out of it. You didn't have to drag me into it, but it is what it is. I remember somebody on TikTok was like, girl, I don't know what you ever saw him. Aside from monogamy not really being his thing, he is and was a good person. He was a provider, a leader, a protector. So and that's why I've never bashed. I've always spoken my truth from my perspective, never his truth, because that's not for me to tell. Aside from lifestyle and beliefs, right? He was not a bad person. He was not, is not. I say was because, you know, I don't speak to him. I don't know where he's at in life. There's no communication. Like, we're not friends. That chapter of my life is over. But he comes from a great family, you know, so there's no hate there. He comes from a great family. Like, I would never bash because, like, that's number one, it's not godly. Number two, like, honestly, you have to separate, you know, people's ethical background, their, you know, their morals, their identity from certain things versus, like, the person at core, you know, like, his beliefs. Aside from the bull of not being loved the way that I need to be loved, not being loved the way God intended, like, you know, he was good. He was cool. He was a provider. I was very spoiled. I paid no bills, like, for real. For the majority of the relationship, I paid no bills. Like, whatever I wanted, he provided. I will be honest. Once things were, you know, it was going downhill, then we started with, like, no, the separation of mine and yours. Like, that was the sign of, like, mine and yours. But other than that, what I wanted, I got. Didn't pay bills, very spoiled, kept money coming, kept shopping going. Like, I will be honest, I said it before, I think I said it before, him being a provider kept me there a little longer than I should have been. So, yeah, because it was like, but girl, you taken care of. You, like, not even taken care of, I was kept. I was a kept woman. So, like, especially being younger and dealing with, like, bum boys, like, boys with no money. And I say boys because I'm talking about when I was like 16, 18. Like, I met him, like, I had just turned 20. I was 19 still when I met him. I was a baby. Like, what do I know? And, like, now, you know, now we getting into, oh, wait a minute. You could be kept? Ooh. So, it kind of, you know, I kind of stayed a little longer than I should have in that relationship. But once it ended. It didn't, and I said this before, it didn't end like, it took so much time to end because there is a thing called strongholds. There's a thing called soul ties. And honey, when I tell you to this day, this is something that I'm still like constantly breaking. Oh, Jesus. Like, if I even tell you, like, oh, baby, soul ties are so real. Now I see why God was like, hey, no sex outside of marriage. Girl, can you believe the Bible is real? And the things the Bible talk about is real? Who knew? Who knew? Not me. Certainly not I. However, what I will say is one of the biggest lessons that I learned in that relationship, and honestly, I can say he taught me that lesson, is to know my worth, right? Know my worth and do not settle, honestly. And I will say, like, again, like I said, I was kept, I was provided for. So Another thing in that relationship that I learned is like, I'm not dealing with no bummies. I'm not dealing with no brokies. I'm not dealing with no bummies. If you cannot be a provider in a relationship, you don't need to be in a relationship. Like, you know how women be like, oh, I don't need a man for that. Don't come over here and you cannot provide, you cannot lead, you cannot hold me down, you cannot protect, you don't have no provision, you don't have no plans. Don't. You don't have no leadership. Like, so, again, he was a great leader. I will say that. He was a great leader. I will not take that away from him at all. But, girl, some women are okay with that whole, you know, like, girl, I don't mind being in a poly. I don't mind being in addition. I mind. And I mind big time. Okay? I mind big time. Like, I'm not sharing. Are you dumb? Are you out of your mind? I look like Sarah. I look like Rachel that I gotta share. Or any of the women before the new covenant. Not even before the new covenant. Before the before the Mosaic laws. I do not look like the women before the Mosaic laws. Baby, post-Mosaic law is me. One. Yeah, you don't get multiple wives. You get one. Okay? Which, glory be to God. You know, like, I give God glory. Like, he woke me up and said, daughter, no. I love God so much because he's just always protecting us and we don't even know it. Like, it's so crazy how we don't pay attention to God and how he protects us. I love God. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Father. Because today... the man God chose for me, I'm not going to lie. He snapped. Godly love is a whole different kind of love. A man that is submitted to God, that loves you, and he treats you as if he's submitted to his head. Oh my gosh. He behaves in that manner. I can never go back to a worldly man. I can never go back. I can never go back to a worldly man. That's just a different type of love. Like, biblical love, I'm not, oh my goodness. I am in what you call a kingdom relationship. I am what you call a kingdom couple, will be a kingdom marriage, like, literally. And I'm thankful. There's nothing else to say about that. But yeah, I stopped posting because I went through a very traumatic time in my life. And even though, like, you see how, like, I can talk about it now and I'm all, like, cavalier and chill. Make no mistake, it was not that. Oh, your girl went through it. Your girl went through it. But today, the woman I am emerged from that, like, from God building me up, picking me up, transforming me, my mindset, who I am, my identity. Yeah, I can talk about it, you know, all cavalier now, but I'm not the same person you guys knew when I first started documenting my journey years ago, and when I first started sharing my life. I am not the same person at all. Like, not even a little bit. I'm still funny. I still make jokes out of everything. I don't think that's ever gonna change. God know I'm a clown sometimes. He knows. So I don't think that's ever, like, gonna change. If I'm being honest, I just don't see it changing. However, everything about me, yeah, I'm different. People that think they know me because, oh, I went to school with you, or we used to be friends, and you don't know me. You don't know nothing about, you knew that girl. You knew that little girl. You don't know this woman, this young lady. You do not know her. You know nothing about her. You don't know the first thing about me. So I have family that don't even know me. Like, think they know me, but don't. Just because we're family. Like, baby, you don't know nothing about me. We just share the same blood. That's it. Nothing. People change, people evolve, and I have evolved and changed tremendously. And I think a lot of you guys are seeing that shift in me. I got a comment not too long ago. It was like, girl, I've been following your channel for years. I never knew how spiritual you were. I didn't know how spiritual I was either. Who knew, right? No, I am changing. My life has changed. My purpose has changed. So this is why more so when you see content from my channel, it's mainly productivity content about productivity, elevating to the highest version of yourself, walking in your true purpose, becoming the person that God called you to be, strengthening your relationship with God. You know, there's a lot more. Do I want to even say the word evangelism on my channel? Is that really what it is? Is that? I would, oh, one thing about me, I'm going to drop something. One thing about me, something's going to fall. That has not changed. I don't necessarily know if I can say a lot of evangelism per se. But what I will say is, yes, I speak a lot more about God publicly, and I talk a lot more about, you know, my testimonies. Reason being is because I have been called. So there's a scripture in the Bible that says, that Jesus said, my sheep, that he says, I am the shepherd, my sheep knows my voice. And when I speak, they listen to my voice, right? I mention that because he called me, you know? He called me an encounter. And the Hebrew word for encounter with Jesus is a hostile takeover. It actually, I'm going to give you a theological breakdown, right? So when you see, oh, he encountered Christ. I don't know why they say Christ, because Christ is a title. It's not a name, but okay. The anointed, he encountered the chosen one, the anointed one. I had an encounter. And when you have an encounter with Yeshua, Jesus, it is a hostile takeover. It's not something that's sweet, in a sense. Do you get to choose? Yes. You get to choose if you're going to follow. But make no mistake, that encounter is, it's not for the weak. It is a hostile takeover. It is a pressure and a burden to respond. Is he gentle? Yes. He's loving? 100%. However, he is stern. He makes his presence known. Like, you can literally, oh my goodness. You can literally feel and hear him speak. Right? Oh man. My encounter, I believe two things. My encounter is because, one, God the Father Yahweh has come back to claim what's his. And of course, you know, he gave us to his son, the bridegroom. And so, like he says, what the Father has, so like Jesus says, what the Father has given me, no one could snatch out of my hand. I was given to God from before birth. When I came into this world, my mom literally made a covenant with God, like, she will serve you, she is yours, you gave her to me, you answered my prayer. I was an answered prayer, and because I was an answered prayer, my mom dedicated me back to God. My mom's story is very similar to Hananiah in the Bible, like very similar. The mother of Samuel, the prophet Samuel, her story is so similar because she prayed and fasted for me for years in faith that God will give her and bless her with a daughter. And when she turned 40, she became pregnant. So I believe I am at the time of my life where God is like redeeming back what is his, and I am his, right? I am his child. And he has called me to do his will, not mine. So I firmly, you know, that's my belief. I don't know. My encounter is just, it can't be nobody but God. It's just so supernatural. The things that I experience is so supernatural. The things that I see, the things that I feel, the things that I hear, it's just all so supernatural. That's why, you know, my channel has pivoted into something more spiritual than superficial. I cannot, especially in the time that we are living, y'all not hungry for something deeper? Y'all not hungry for the truth? Y'all not hungry for something more than the superficial stuff we see every day? And no shade to my girls that come on here and live that, you know, just that it girl life. We all want it. Like, I mean, come on. We all want it, right? But there's more. There's more to life than just that. Like, where's your obedience to your creator? Where's your loyalty to your creator? You know, there's so much lawlessness in the world. There is so much lawlessness in the world, even from people that, you know, claim to be Christian. A lot of lawlessness. And don't get it twisted. I was one. I was a Christian my whole life, living in lawlessness, sin, like, girl. So I'm not convicting anyone. When God calls you and corrects you, you got to be obedient to it. I am in a season of his correction. I'm in a season where his rod and his staff is holding me accountable. He's literally corrected his child. His rod and his staff is correcting me. It's keeping me on a straight path because he wants me to be obedient. So, you know, my change is due to being called and answering that call. Like, I can't shake it. I can't. Like, it's so real. I believe God put Jonah in that whale. Like, not because of like, oh, I believe the Bible and the Bible is accurate historical facts. That too, but through my own personal encounter with God, yeah, he'll put you in that whale belly to get his will done. You can't, his will be accomplished one way or another. One way or another. He will either choose you and reject you and go to somebody else like Saul and David, because Saul was rejected. Then he said, all right, David, you up. You're going to do it. Right? Listen, don't be Saul. When he calls, answer. Because when he rejects you, he takes his whole hand off your life. Like, and when God takes his hand off of you, that's not a life you want to live. When he's no longer talking to you, oh my goodness, when he's no longer directing your steps, he's no longer keeping a hedge of protection over you from your enemies, the devil, demonic spirits that want to eat you alive, that hate you. Yeah, not a life to live. Not a life to live. So, when he said straight up, give me your platform, I gave it to you in the first place anyway. It belongs to me. Had to be obedient. So yeah, that's why, you know, that's where the change came from. He tells me what to talk about, what to do. It's the reason why I'm even doing this 31 days of March Madness, dropping videos every single day. Do I want to do it? No, I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to, but I'm being obedient. I don't know what he has for me in these next 31 days, but I'm going to be obedient and do as he say, because I have no other choice. I'm telling you, a hostile takeover from God, an encounter from God, like none other. And it's not just me. I'm watching God hostily take over family, friends. Like, I'm talking, bro, you too? And I'm seeing radical change in people, radical change in their faith, in their life. Are we baby Christians? Yes, we are. We're, you know, I consider myself, and it's so crazy because I'm like the theologian of my group, because I was always surrounded by great disciples. Thank you, God. He always had in place amazing disciples. My mother did not raise me. She discipled me. Oh, she was my discipler. She was always submitted to him, his will. And through her life, I witnessed the mercy and grace of God. And then he gave me spiritual family in the congregation, in the body of Christ, brothers and sisters, and spiritual mothers and fathers, disciples. So I was discipled at a very young age, always been around it. I just was not obedient. And that's my truth, right? But now here I am. walking in obedience, beating my flesh daily to walk into obedience. Because it is not easy. Yo, you know what? I wish more people talked about how much of a sacrifice it is to be a Christian. Let me backtrack that. It's easy to be a Christian. Anybody could say, I believe in Jesus Christ, that he's the Messiah, that he's the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. There's no other. Every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess. Anybody could say that. It is a sacrifice to be a follower of him, to be a disciple, to be obedient to his teaching, right? He is the way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through him. It's not easy. It is so hard. The other day, my best friend and I were on the phone, as we do every day, talk about God for hours. But she was saying like, yo, I wish people knew how hard being a follower of Christ is. She was like, this is not easy. Like, it is not easy. It is the hardest thing you will do. Baby, when I say she was preaching a word. And that's another thing. My sister in Christ, my best friend, who's like my sister from another mother, like, she's on the same walk. She's on the same path. Like, for real, for real. She don't play with it. She don't play with her anointing, her calling. Her story alone will get people to just know her testimony. If you did not believe God was real, her testimony, oh my goodness. But I knew I put too much of this Charlotte Tilbury. No. Okay, we could fix it. Gosh, I knew I was banging and beating this thing off. And still too much of this Charlotte Tilbury. But I love it because it makes your skin look like skin. Ugh. I forgot to wipe my hair glue that dripped. My makeup is not hitting. I promise I know how to beat my face, y'all. Like, I know how to do this for real. So don't come for me. Like, it's just been a long time. Y'all know I was sick. And y'all know, like, girl, I'm just getting back to me and a better version of me on top of that. So don't judge your mother. Don't judge me. Well, that was not very nice. I'm just joking. Y'all know that. No, but for real. Don't think she not nice with a brush, cause she is. Okay? Like, let me live. I'm gonna fix it. That's the basis of everything. God is redeeming me, and he sent the Redeemer. Because, baby, there is no other Redeemer. He is the sacrificial lamb. He is the shepherd. He is the way, the truth, and the life. There is no other Redeemer. So thank you, Yeshua. Oh, my goodness. And that's really what his name means. His name means Yahweh saves. He's the Redeemer. So, yeah. That's what Yeshua means. That's what Jesus means. Jehovah saves. Yahweh saves. Yeah. So the repurchaser came to repurchase what's his. You feel me? Yeah. That's a bar. And with that, I know that I will reach the highest version of myself. The version that God called me to be. A lot of us are not living life abundantly, and we are suffering with mental illnesses, diseases, and things like that. The reason why you're suffering with those things is because you have not accepted the will of God for your life and his promise. So he says, for I know the thoughts that I'm thinking of you, right? He promises a future and a hope that's better for you. Like, he promises to put you on a pedestal, to raise you high, to give you a life that is nothing but blessings. But because we are disobedient to his voice, we're disobedient to him guiding us to his promise, and we have not accepted it. We have not binded ourselves to it. Here we are with the spirit of abandonment, the spirit of rejection, the spirit of depression, the spirit of laziness, procrastination. Like, a lot of you, and of course, science renames these things, right? And make you think, oh, it's a mental disease. No, it's a spirit, boo-boo. It's a spirit, and it be sitting on y'all. Some of us could actually see them around y'all, draining, sucking, biting. Like, girl, That's a whole nother topic for another day. But for those that know, if you know, you know. Okay? If you know, you know. If you know, you know. That's all I'm going to say. So, we're not living life abundantly, as blessed that we can, because we're not following his voice. We're not being obedient to him calling us and him directing us. We're doing what we want to do. And when you do what you want to do and it's not in alignment with God's will for you, you're not going to get too far. You might make it somewhere. I need to plump these lips. And they're dry and crusty. This right here is bothering me. Like, girl, why would you not use alcohol before you do your makeup to take off the excess glue? Are you an amateur? Clearly. So, with that, I'm not gonna yai. I see life a lot differently now. I behave differently. I think differently. I move differently because I'm in alignment with God's will for my life. And it's allowing me to become the highest version of myself. Like, it's allowing me to be the best version of myself. The version that walks in truth. Because I've done a lot of hiding who I am. Changing who I am to please people. Gosh, I've done a lot of... And even hiding my gifts, hiding my power, hiding what God equipped me with. Because there was some people pleasing involved, but girl, that changed. That changed a long time ago, but still, like, there was remnants of it. And a lot of fear of rejection, because the spirit of rejection was heavy on me. By the grace of God, I am delivered. Thank you, God. And, yeah, but right now, I'm all about being obedient to every mission. Being obedient to every mission that God sends me on. And in that, I am reaching new levels of success in areas of my life that's just like, this is nobody but God. Like, sometimes it's scary, you know? Like... My mom, my man, my best friend, they be like, bro, you could see God hand on you. And it's crazy because I say that to them. Like, yo, it's so crazy watching God do what he does. Like, being a witness to his hand on your life. Like, being a witness to just people in general. And watching how God is faithful and loyal to them because of their obedience. That in itself, to me, is just like... This is better than Netflix. Oh my gosh. Like, it's just so empowering and faith strengthening. And with that, it's allowing me just to elevate. Like, I'm elevating in ways that I used to pray for. I used to grind for. Like, try to break my back for. And it's just like the Bible scripture that says it's in vain that you grind, wake up early or go to sleep late working if God is not the one doing it for you. Like, you're doing it for no reason, because it is his blessings that makes one rich. It's like it's him that provides. It's him that opened the doors. It's him that do it. And so it's so amazing to be in a season of, oh, I could rest and my harvest is still coming in. And when I say that, everyone's going to think it's monetary. No, it's not fiscally. It's not monetary. It's not everything is about money. Y'all gotta understand, man. If you think everything in life is about money, you're poor. You're poor. So many of you are so attracted to the glitz and the glamour of people. That's why y'all only watch certain vloggers, certain beauty people. I get it. There's an aspect of their life that you want to acquire for yourself. However, let me tell you something. If that is your only definition of success, baby, you are going to struggle as the world continue to come to the end of its system. You're going to struggle. God has redefined abundance to me, and he had to do it by letting me go through a season of financial hardship. And in that season, I may not have had a dollar to my name. In fact, may have been in the negative. Bills were paid. I never went a day hungry on purpose. Only time I went hungry is when I was fasting. I never not had a bed, a place to sleep, a roof over my head. When I say, because I am so spoiled, there are things that I did not realize I had. Like, if I didn't have exactly what I wanted, how I wanted it, to me, I was such a failure. Like, oh, my life is not worth living. Like, just dumb. Just dumb. Right? Girl, do you know? God was like, oh yeah, bet. Oh, so you're not noticing. I'm gonna take everything away. Since you want to idolize your money, I'm gonna take it all away, girl. When I tell you I went through hardship, and in the midst of it, I began to understand what he was doing. In the midst of it, I began to see clearly, and I began to learn what gratitude was. I did not fully understand gratitude prior. I did not fully understand the privileges that I had. I did not understand that. And so when I started to see and I started to understand, I started to worship and give thanks for that season. I was so grateful God allowed me to go through it, because it hit me like a ton of bricks. That I was so covered and so spoiled. I did not understand there were people. Baby, I took it for granted. I took all of it for granted. And he changed my perspective on that in a way that is just like, one, he freed me from my obsession with mammon, right? Or that spirit of mammon. Ooh, child, it's a real spirit, it's a real demon, it's a real principality, mammon. He freed me from that, and I'm grateful. Ooh, I'm grateful. Thank you, God. But yeah, I went through a season of just nothing. I went through a season of, baby, the port of money was closed. Okay? But I always had just enough to pay this bill, just enough to put food in the fridge, just enough to make it here, just enough to make it there. And it was on purpose. I literally could see it was so, when I say just enough, down to the cents that I needed, nothing over, down to the cent. If it was a bill for $91.13, he would have made it that I got $91.13. Not a penny more. And in that season, it was just like, all right, God, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't steward money the best. I was so wasteful with not just money, but a lot of things. A lot of things. Just wasteful. When I say wasteful, when I looked back at my finances and I saw how I blew money on stupid stuff, when I say thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on stupidity, and I'm sitting here praying, God, I need a car. Why you not blessing me with a car? You had the money to buy a car cash, and look what you did. Are you dumb and you have nothing to show for it? I'm not doing another thing until you get this right. That's why it's so important to steward properly over everything God gives you in your life. And so with his correction, with him saying, you know what, I'm going to put you in a season where your back is against the wall, in a season where, like, you're going to know you were blessed and you were playing. Thank you. I thank him so much for that, because I'm still learning. Don't get it wrong. I'm still learning. I'm still understanding. I'm still processing. And when he tells me to, no, do not spend money on this, do not buy this, I have to consecrate my flesh. Like, I literally have to pummel and beat my flesh to be obedient, because it's like, I never saw money as an issue, because again, I never really, like, I always had it. Oh, if you come in from somewhere, you always had it. If it wasn't mine, it was somebody's money. Always had somebody's money. Like, what? Oh, I want this. Get it for me. Give me this. Put it in my account now. Literally money. So, yeah. I'm sorry for my squeaky chair. So going through that season has helped me, like, and not just monetary, you know, just a lot of things. The way I think, the way I speak, the way I behave, my beliefs, breaking nasty patterns of the devil, like his thoughts, like thoughts that are not my own, listening to negative thoughts, came out of that by the grace of God. Negativity is not something that I deal with. There are times where subconsciously I might slip into a form of thinking and I grab that thought. I take captive of it, like the scripture tells me, and I submit it to my Savior. Like, where does this come from? Like, you have to always think about what you're thinking about. So with that, I love this palette so much, y'all. I barely use it because I love it so much. I actually gave one away to one of my subscribers. I forgot who, but I did. I gave one away to one of my subscribers. This palette, the Scotts Barnes palette, I love it. It's just, this is a sculpt palette. Now, it might look drowned out on camera, but I promise you, she is tea. Like, oh, she's tea. He did his big one with this one. Not even gonna hold you. One thing about me, I'm gonna snatch this face up. Even though she's a lot skinnier. Baby, she's a lot skinnier. That's another thing. Hitting weight loss. I'm not even gonna say weight loss goals anymore. I don't have any weight loss goals, but I'm hitting milestones. Y'all been telling, and y'all been hyping me up so much. Like, girl, you look good, you look good, you look good. I post on social media, short form. If you are not on the Clock app, if you are not on IG, you are missing out on what I eat in a day. You're missing out on what I eat, how I'm doing things, like the lifestyle I currently live. You're missing out. I post and I'm consistent. I post more on there than I do here. You're missing out because you're not following. Speaking of consistency is allowing me to be a lot more successful in life. In any and everything. Consistency, and I know it sounds cliche, but consistency is the key to anything. Consistency is allowing me to see levels of success that, again, I used to dream of, I used to pray for. Being obedient to God's voice, following what he has for me specifically, it has allowed me to self-improve. I do a lot of reading. Like last year, I put together a must-reads list that went out in like the private groups I have, in like if you got any of my planners. Listen, I do a lot of self-help reading. Not only that I do the self-help reading, I apply what I learn. One of the best self-helps is the Bible. I'm gonna keep it a stack. So I have daily habits and daily routines that I follow. Everything is curated to help me reach my long-term goals. I have a lot of videos on that, and I plan to do more. And more than just talking about it, during this 31 day of March Madness that I'm doing, you guys will see a lot of mini vlogs of it. You will see it in action. You will see like ritualistic routines that I have daily, that I do daily. I just said on social media the other day that I'm currently living in answered prayers, because I prayed to be delivered from the spirit of gluttony. I fasted to be delivered from the spirit of gluttony. Food noise was so loud, it ran rampant in my mind day and night. That is not normal. It is not normal to have such a toxic relationship with food, where it consumes you. Your every waking thought, even in your sleep, consuming you. That is a spirit. The spirit is gluttony. Those kinds don't come out except through prayer and fasting. That is how you deliver the spirit of gluttony. And I was saying on social media the other day, I realized that I'm living in answered prayer, right? I am in a season of my life where for the very first time ever, there is no crazy food noise. There is nothing keeping me awake at night or during the day constantly consuming my every desire that I have to, my every waking thought that I have to constantly fight against. I don't, like, it's, yeah, thank you, God. So that for me is true freedom, and it's allowing me to be so successful. It's allowing me to be consistent. I don't eat out. Like, I don't eat junk food. I don't eat fast food right now. I'm not saying I never will, but I'm saying right now. And I'm not saying there's not times when you're in a bind and you're in a pinch, but because I'm so focused right now on my mission that God has called me to, I limit my life a lot. I don't go out. I don't hang out. First of all, I'm still recovering from nearly dying. So that's that. I am in a no buy season where I'm stewarding my money properly and saving. So there's not much that I'm like, okay, this is a necessity. Aside from necessities, I don't buy anything. I don't buy anything unless it's like a specific prayer I prayed for and God is like, and I know that that prayer came through because I have the extra means to get it. And I find a lot that like the Holy Spirit rationalizes with me. Like, do you really need that? And I know it's the Holy Spirit because it's not me. I have not reached that level of maturity yet to where I'm just like, oh, do I really need this? No. I got it. I'm gonna get it. Like, are you dumb? Like, I didn't reach that level yet. But, you know, and this is the faithfulness of God. When you pray for something, he's going to help you with it. So I don't eat out. I don't go out. I don't party at all. Like, I really live a set apart life, a holy life. Does that mean I'm perfect? Heck no. I'm like, do you know there's only one person that was ever perfect? And that was Yeshua, right? Okay. So does it mean that I will fall? That I won't fall? No, it does not mean that. It just means that this season that I am in my life, I am so strict and I am so disciplined. I'm proud of myself. I'm thankful. I cannot wait to see what I reap from the discipline that I have sown. I can't wait to see it. I like the bushy brow look. Like, I do. I don't like a super sculpted brow anymore. I mean, I like it to look tamed, but not super sculpted. Like, do you see how she just snatched her up and I didn't even fill her in yet? You cannot make this up. Oh, she's so good. Then I'm gonna just press her in. She does not budge. She don't budge. Okay? She's not going anywhere after this. And then I'm just gonna fill her in. So yeah, like, you know, like I was saying, you guys are gonna see a lot more in like my mini vlogs and stuff like that because I can show you better than I tell you. A lot of the time you guys are influenced by seeing somebody else do it. Seeing somebody pull themselves from the bottom to the top. Like, if I can do it, you can do it. And, you know, with me, it's all by the grace of God. He's the one guiding me. What am I doing? Let me do my shadow first. My habits and my routines has helped tremendously because they are allowing me to reach goals that I'm not going to say I never thought I would reach because, you know, you got to be confident in who you are. But what I will say is more seamlessly. It's like my goals are on autopilot. Like I'm flying on autopilot and it's being accomplished. The reason why is because how I set my whole life up. Systems. And I teach this stuff. Like, and that's like when you don't watch my videos on productivity teaching you like, hey girl, you need to do this, or you don't join my groups, you don't join my challenges, my boot camps, you miss out on so much information. you miss out on so much. One of my girls was asking, like, she was saying, like, girl, you need to do another Becoming Her boot camp because that one changed my life. And I'm just like, I don't know. Let's see if God calls me to do it. But he did. I did a boot camp, and like, and honestly, it was $8. I put it out. It was last year. It was like $8. Told y'all, join us. You're gonna want this. For those that did and took the information seriously, like, I mean seriously, and ran with it, my girls' lives are changed. I'm talking promotions, in positions they never thought they would be in. Oh, their business is booming. Their life taking off, reaching tremendous goals, money just tripling. Shout out to God, because he the one that put the course together. And I will forever give him his glory. I don't steal glory from God. That's why Moses didn't see the promised land. He stole God's glory. That's why they died. Him and his brother Aaron. I'm not stealing no glory from God. But no, in all reality, he did put the plan together. I was just obedient to the plan. And baby, for those that it was meant for, they took it and ran with it. And I'll be honest, I feel like my community plays a big role in my journey to self-improvement, because I'm not doing this just for me. I'm not learning all of this just for me. I'm not being obedient just for me. It's not just for me. God never does something solely for one person. It's so that you can bless other people with it. That's why you get an overflow, because what's in it is for you, but what overflows is for the people that you're meant to pass it on to. Nothing is ever for you solely. And so when God told me about my community, when he told me, like, hey, this is what you're gonna do, and this was the blueprint for what I'm gonna do, what he wants me to do, there were people that was attached to my success. There are people that's attached to my success. So it is my duty to my community, for those of you that join boot camps, for those of you that join courses, that comes in, like my online courses, my online classes, like for those of you that are even watching my videos, you're attached to something. It is for a reason. So my community is a big part of how I keep on this path of just growth, like obedience, self-improvement, because it is not just for me. It is for me to also pass the tools on for you so that your life can be better. And then you pass the tools on to someone else so that their lives can be better. We're not meant to keep things to ourselves. We're not supposed to gatekeep. Like, so whenever God clears me to do something, I understand it's not about me. It's about somebody said a prayer. And he's like, hey, you got the material. You're going to answer that prayer. I'm going to use you to answer that prayer. So, Bestie Night Nation, which is what I call my community here, like I call you guys besties, it is predicated, one, on my faith, two, my journey, but also what God calls me to do. Like, it is a resource for those in need of certain things, like people that don't know things, like people that have a hard time accomplishing things, doing things, that can't figure it out, that lacks community, that needs motivation, like just so much, just so much. And like I said, I've shared my journey publicly with weight loss, and now like my growth journey, my faith journey, my spirituality journey, my journey to being closer to God and more obedient, I'm doing that. I'm also doing that publicly. So I want to say, like, we're not always going to be motivated. We're not always going to have the motivation. And I also realize that a lot of the videos that I put out, and topics I talk about, or even things I cover in like my private camps and stuff like that, these are things I wish I had access to before, and I understand that some of us really do thrive in community. That solo life is, for two are better than one, right? God did not make man to be alone. Two are better than one. We need community. Community is important. This palette eats. This palette eats. I'm not gonna hold you. The way the shadow's just coming onto me, this palette eats. I'm using this Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. Primrose. Baby, she eats. She eats. It broke when it came to me in PR, but girl, look at her. Do you see her? She's gorge. And she eats down. I hate that she's broken, but she's pretty. She's so pretty. And I'm also using my LYS. This is faithful. Like, this is the Love Yourself eyeshadow palette. Empowered. Like, girl, there was a point in time I used nothing but this little quad right here. She's so faithful. I love her. Like, I will never, like, not use her because she's just perfect. What was I saying? Yeah, so I know, like, a lot of us do thrive better in community, and my community is a big part of why I make it my point to continue to grow, continue to be better, because it's not about me. Like, who am I that gotta just be like, oh, let me give you all of this and you can keep it? Like, who the heck do I think I am? Baby, I'm not special. No, it's not about me. It's about using me as an oracle, as a vessel. That's it. It's not about me. So my community is a big part of my motivation and inspiration to be better, do better, achieve better, higher, because, and I'm a people's person. I'm such a lover. I'm a girl's girl through and through. Like, I love to see people win. I celebrate people. I don't hate on people. I might, if I see somebody that I did battle with, like, coveting, right? And, like, envying certain things, but, like, not hating on people. You know what I mean? Not hating, like, because there's a difference between jealousy and hate versus coveting and envying. There is a big difference. So there was a season of, like, oh, no, I want that for me. I'm gonna do it for me. But it's like, girl, that wasn't for you. That was for her. That's not for you. That's not what I have for you. Don't worry about it. So I had to overcome that. Yeah, I had to overcome that, and quickly too, because God was getting on me with that. Baby, he was like, but does that have your name on it? Did I say that was for you? Like, girl, no. But yeah, so I'm such a girly's girl. I'm a lover, big lover. I root for people. I show up in the best way that I can, in the capacity that I can. If I can't, I am now more vocal about it. Like, if I can't show up for you now, I'm like, hey, don't be mad. I don't have the capacity. I'm trying to figure out if I want to smudge some black to, like, deepen this, or is, like, because I have this brown liner from Patrick Starr's line, one size, and I've never used it. Black or brown? I'm gonna do something different, and I'm gonna do black. I'm gonna do brown. This is called Busty Brown. Let's see how this looks. I kind of like it. What y'all think? Let me know. Y'all like the brown? Do you guys like the brown? Is it cute? I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie. I have not done a wing in forever. I didn't even know I could still do it. Like, they say it's like riding a bike. Once you know how to do it one time, you don't forget. No. Okay. So, with my internal growth, obviously there's external changes. I am revamping my entire look. My entire look is changing, and it's probably noticeable to you guys, because remember when I used to do the wild color hair, the very wild, like, colorful makeup, when I used to really love playing in makeup and all of that? I don't do any of that anymore. Like, if you know, you know. Your girl, oh honey, your girl, she was one of them. Okay, let me not lie. I didn't live in makeup. I only did makeup on camera because I loved to do tutorials and looks, but that was it. The hair, oh, the colorful hair. I don't do any of that anymore. I don't even relate to that anymore. I'm gonna be honest. The most you'll see from me is a cute little ginger, a nice little red, a nice little cola, as far as hair color. But the blues, the yellows, the pinks, the oranges, the turquoise, and all of that other stuff that I used to do. Yeah, no. As of right now, no. My sense of fashion has changed. I created an entire mood board of and intentionally planning my looks, intentionally planning how I'm going to show up for myself when it comes to expressing myself through my fashion, my makeup. Like, everything is so intentional. Nothing is like, nothing is just, oh, just because I feel like it. No. Everything is intentional. How I look is so important to me, and it is so intentional these days because, number one, I want to look like luxury, okay? Because on the inside, that's what I identify with. That's what I relate to. Luxury, elegance, modesty. I never even thought that was a word that would come out of my mouth. Me? Modest? Because, baby, I swore up and down, lose this weight, get that body done, pop out, be outside, No. Things that I used to gravitate to, no more. It's not even, don't get it twisted. The fashion is still gonna eat. Don't get it twisted. But not in the way that I thought. And the first things I started investing in, and is investing in, which y'all probably see me show you a couple of pieces of jewelry and accessory. I'm not really buying clothes yet because I am losing weight, y'all. I'm not gonna buy clothes right now because of weight loss. Like, it makes no sense. And I'd rather save my money so that I can build a capsule wardrobe and get quality pieces. I want to, I do want to get small enough that I can fit into fashion houses. Yeah, I do want some fashion house designer pieces. And not everything, but like some. Like I want Christian Dior jackets, blazers. Yeah, why not? Some Louis Vuitton. Why not? I want to fit in some of their clothes. Fashion wise, I really do like the brand Dior and their clothes. Like, it speaks to me a lot. YSL, so these are some fashion houses that I would like to fit into their clothes and just invest in quality time capsules. Have pieces in my closet, so not really focusing on shopping for clothes right now because we're losing weight. We're back on our weight loss, and it's good. We are in a good weight loss season, honey. Yes. I'm doing the most. But yeah, I'm definitely saving to invest. Couple of bags, shoes. Like, I'm revamping everything. And when I mean everything, I mean everything. Like, I'm not playing no games. And finding, small boutique designers, black owned boutique designers, or just designers, small boutique designers with integrity, that has nice quality pieces, and straying away from like fast fashion. If I do get anything now, let's say I do get anything now, yeah, it will be fast fashion, but like my intentional pieces, no, not gonna be fast fashion. And I want more quality items that are made with cotton, linen, pure materials, not that polyester cheap stuff. I want quality. So for me, that's what's important right now, is building a quality wardrobe. I made a mood board. I have a whole Pinterest mood board. One thing about me, unwind time, we're on Pinterest, okay? When it's time to unwind, when it's time to plug off, baby, I'm gonna have me a good kiki on Pinterest, okay? She's that girl. So I have a lot of mood boards on Pinterest, even like pictures, because soon I'm gonna be taking pictures, popping out, posting again, like, yeah. Oh, baby, the revamp is real. I'm not playing about my revamp. It's been years in the making. And it's happening. Gosh, I'm so happy. I'm so excited. So excited. So, like, I know I disabled my main Instagram, the I Am Miss Brooklyn one. I actually have a new Instagram with my actual name and stuff like that, but there's nothing on it, and it's private. Ooh, darn it. It's private, but if I decide to pop out on that Instagram, then I will. If I decide to bring back I Am Miss Brooklyn, then I will. But you know how they say, disappear and come back a whole new person? That's what's in the making. Though you guys are gonna get to see it, but that's what's in the making. We're gonna disappear and come back as a whole new person. Like, I am not playing with myself anymore. I'm at a point where there's no more games. It's just, and it feels so good. It feels so good to be here. I prayed for this mindset. I prayed for this, and for God to answer in his way, in his manner, to take me to, you know, the heights that I want to get to. The next step is surgery. I want my body done. I have a lot of loose skin. A lot. But I still have a ways to go. Of course, I still have a ways to go, but I want to, you know, get to the point where I'm ready for my first round of surgery. My arms are tiny. You can't even tell because there's so much sagging skin. Like, where my muscle definition is, and where the, like, you can't even tell because it's so much sagging skin. My stomach, gosh, the sagginess. I did not come this far to be okay with this type of this body type. So, and I've been talking about getting my body done for years. I've been very, very transparent with my community. I'm at a stage where it's like the eagerness. I say that to say, like, I am considering, because baby, I don't know, a year ago I was like, be careful with them weight loss shots, and baby, I'm at the point where if you need help, get the help. Get the help you need, girl. I actually have an appointment with a specialist, and to talk about my options with, you know, weight loss shots, to get some help. But yes, I know I just said I'm doing so good, everything. This is me speaking from a place of anxiousness. Yo, y'all, I'm tired. I'm not gonna lie. Your girl been at it for years. Yes, my mindset is different. Yes, I am consistent. Yes, like, I cook well, I eat well, I don't do, you know, I'm not doing what people that don't reach results do. You know, yes, I'm doing good. I'm not gonna lie, yes. And I'm losing weight. Like, I told y'all last year I lost 45 pounds from the time I started seeing a nutritionist. Already it's 2020. At the top, it's 2025, and I'm already nearly 20 pounds down already. And 2025 just started. I'm almost 20 pounds down for 2025, and it just started. Okay, yes. So, girl, no, you don't need no shots. You're doing it. I wanted to go faster. I'm not gonna lie. This is all in. I wanted to go faster. This is it. So I'm really plus some of my friends, they, you know, I'm seeing their results. I'm seeing the results on TikTok. I'm seeing it in real life with some of my peoples. I'm just like, yo, they're like, girl, just do it. Just get it. Just get it. And honestly, I'm really considering it. So I'm gonna meet with a specialist next month and see what happens. I'm ready to be on somebody's table to get my first round. I'm ready. I want some of this stomach gone, these arms gone. I want some, you know, oh, I'm ready. I'm ready so that I can continue. Just being transparent with you guys, because I've always been transparent. For real. So, like, yeah, that's where I'm at, because I'm ready to start. I'm ready. I'm just ready. I'm ready. I want to look how I want to look. I want to dress the way I want to dress. I want my mind, my spirit to be in alignment with my body. And right now my body is not in alignment with who I am in my mind and in my spirit. So we're working on that. Thank God we dealt with the hardest part, which is the spirit of gluttony. Or if you guys want me to share my testimony on gluttony, let me know. Let me know. Because I talked about it before, like, it was brought to my attention that that's what I was dealing with. But, like, I didn't talk about, like, the deliverance process from the spirit of gluttony. I didn't talk about that. But if you want me to, you know, talk about it, let me know. I'll share a little tea, a little tea. I used to be one that don't take advice from strangers or people or unsolicited advice. I still don't take unsolicited advice, but I will say this. What are you guys' thoughts on me wanting to get on GLP1 because of wanting to speed up the process? I'm opening this up as a forum. I want you guys' opinion, because maybe you've been on GLP1. I want to hear your story. I want to hear especially if you've taken GLP1. Tell me which one, your story, and tell me the truth. What do you think? And for those of you that haven't, but like you've been considering it, or that it's just something you're not against, tell me what, it's just something that you're against. Tell me why. And the reason I want to know is because, you know, you might want something and then somebody says something that resonates with you so much it can change your perspective on it and your opinion on it. Because I was so against until I came in contact with people that have experienced it, are on it, and seen their results. So it has changed my perspective. But also I acknowledge I'm in a space of, I want this over with. I acknowledge that. And I'm going to be very honest and say this. Like, yeah, I want this over with, so it's time to get some help. I've taken myself as far as I can take myself. That's how I feel. I feel like I've taken myself as far as I can take myself, and I want some help. So let's just talk about it in the comment section. Tell me your thoughts. Give me your opinions. What do you think? Like, hey, girl, don't do it. Or, girl, go ahead. You've done a lot. Like, come on, talk to me. Have I pushed? Have I, you know? I mean, by the grace of God, I never saw that 400 again, you know, that 300, but it's time. I'm never seeing that 300 again, by the grace of God. So, you know, talk to me. You know, in all honesty, I'm ready to finish this thing out, because I'm ready to get on that table. I've always been very adamant that I'm gonna have plastics done. I'm not, like, who wants to walk around? And no shade, I don't want an apron belly. I don't want to have to keep lifting loose skin. My man is younger than me. Okay, I'm in an age gap relationship. Does he love me? Yes. I don't want, for the time comes, I don't want my husband to be turned off by my body, and I don't want to be turned off my body. If I'm gonna wait and be abstinent until I'm married, girl, you don't think I want to take off my clothes confidently in front of my husband and give him the business? I don't want to be shy because of my body. There's a difference between being big and everything is firm and, you know, full and it's just big, to you lost a lot of weight and everything's just, hey, it's just sagging. Your skin looking like cottage cheese. And this is no shade to those who confidently wear that badge of honor. You've done an amazing thing by losing weight. You've done an amazing thing. I don't want you to think this is bad. It's not enough for me. This is just me. It is not enough for me. I want the look that I want. And losing weight, working out, is not going to get me there. I've done so much damage to my flesh that it needs help. And so I'm going to get the help that I need. By the grace of God, I'm going to get the help that I need. Like, I just... Y'all, can I just, and I say this in my boot camp, like when we have our Zoom meetings, because one of the things about my weight loss boot camps, we have these weekly Zoom meetings where it's just us in our rawness and our truth and our vulnerability. Like, when I say we don't be spilling this type of tea with the closest people in our lives, but we spill it with each other. I've said this, and I'll say this publicly here. Like, I want freedom from this body that's kept me in prison for so long. I want freedom. And the closer I get to it, the more anxious I'm getting. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I am getting anxious, y'all. So I feel like I want help. I feel like I need a little zip every week. A little zippity zip. I do. I feel like I need a zip. I do. But, you know, open discussion. Tell me, talk to me. Whether you're rationalizing with me, whether you're encouraging me, whatever it is, or your thoughts and your stance on it, I invite every opinion. Please say something, speak up. Talk to me. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna discredit your opinion. Absolutely not. So, yeah, let me know. Again, my community, y'all are my people. So, I want us to talk about this together. And, anybody else considering GLP1? Let me know. And why? Like, what's your battle? Like, what's going on? Like, why do you, talk to me. Why do you feel you need it? Why do you feel that you need it? Why do you feel like that's the route you want to go? You know, a lot of your influencers are on GLP1 and they're not saying it, right? But I can't stand people that cannot read the room. Y'all are in the comments, oh girl, you look so good. What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't be dumb. They shooting their belly or thigh up or arm up every week, okay? Like, they did not change how they eat. There's no lifestyle change. You see them the same way. Baby, they're on a lot of these plus size girlies that's losing weight. Honey, they either went under the knife and got a banana shaped belly, okay? Or they're on GLP1. They're just not saying it. And that is their prerogative. We're not. Listen, I respect privacy. If my girl did not come on camera and tell me, I'm not going to ask you, what are you doing? I'm not going to ask you what you're doing. I'm not going to, I want to know your weight loss journey. I'm not doing that. If that's not something they promoted, if they want to keep it private, they have their reasons. And I want society to start learning boundaries. I want y'all to start learning how to respect people's privacy. Just because I understand you're like, oh girl, what are you doing? Help me out, help me out. And they're not answering. Stop it. Enough is enough. They don't want to, okay? Go see a nutritionist. Join a fitness influencers programs. Find outside help outside of them. Because they're not obligated. Like, they don't got to talk about it. Go see a doctor. Hey, doc, what's the pros? What's the con? Like, do my insurance cover it? Like, if you're at that point where this is where you at in life and this is what you want to get done, like, like, your girlies are getting it. I'm not going to lie. They out here getting it. Some are very vocal, but a lot of them are not. And I'm noticing that. So I don't ask. I go to the ones that are vocal. Hey, what's your, what has your experience been? Is there anything that you can tell me? How can I get insurance to at least cover half? Do you know anything? Like, other than that, I'm going to just do my research myself. And I'm going to figure out how to get this money so I can afford it, I'm going to be completely real. I don't have to try to figure it out. Because I'm very vocal about my weight loss journey, I have companies on top of companies on top of companies that want to pay me to take GLP-1. Not only I will not have to pay for it, but they will pay me to be on GLP-1 for a year. And I'll make commission on sales. This is me being honest, right? This is me being transparent. If an influencer is not talking about it, or, the girlies, because like I said, I'm a girly girl. I love my girls. I tune into my girls. Like, I'm not going to invade their privacy. That's not, listen, baby, if you say it's none of my business, it's none of my business. I'm not entitled to every detail of your life. So, and maybe I'm speaking from the perspective of, girl, you're on this end too, but as a human, I'm going to respect people's boundaries. A lot of you guys don't know how to do that. And like, I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. Baby, you have to learn how to respect people's boundaries. You're not entitled to every detail of their life or their space, okay? I'm saying this in love. We don't gotta get mad. Find somebody else that will talk about it. That's it. But we all see, like, girl, you were 900 pounds. You're 500 pounds now. What happened? What happened, girl? You look good at 500. I can't wait till you get to the 3s, the 2s, and then the what, you know? Let's encourage, but, you know. And I have another question. If a body positive plus size influencer start losing weight, and I'm not talking about nobody in particular, like, there's a lot of them. I follow a lot of them. I encourage a lot of them, love on a lot of them. Like, listen, whatever they decide to do, you know, it's no hate, no shade. Like, I am for it. I'm for it. Baby, I am for it. Whatever you have to do to get you your freedom, do it. Except you know, except that white boy. We don't play with the nose dust, okay? We don't play with the nose sugar. Why do I keep trying to brush and these brows are not going anywhere? Like, they're stuck. They're not moving. Baby, they're not moving. I'm considering it. In all honesty, your girl is... She's considering it. So, like, tap in community. What you think? What you think? What you think? What you think? My mom is like... the way, you know, my mom's gonna say go. My mom talking about, oh, let me get one of the shots when you get it. Girl, if you don't go sit down, mind you, she's small, y'all, but she has body dysmorphia. My mother, I love her so much. She's my everything. So I'm trying to think of what else, you know, that I can share, like, get to know me type stuff. Like, I live a very boring life right now. Not gonna lie, not gonna yai. My life is boring on purpose. It's very disciplined. It's very, if God don't tell me yes, I'm not doing it. Like, no, seriously, my life is very like, nope, God gotta say I could do this or not. Like, when I say discipline, I mean it. Like, for real, for real. Not that fake discipline stuff. I'm talking for real discipline. So to me, it's very boring. Very boring. Oh, my brow look a mess now. Oh, yeah. And it's the brow that's gonna show. Oh. Y'all, I tore this brow up. Ew, it's ugly. Look at, girl. Oh, it's so ugly. Not to be dramatic, I think I just ruined my whole look. Okay, I fixed it. This is as good as it's gonna get. Y'all let me know in the comments. I'm sure you guys are gonna let me know what you think about this entire look and how you feel. I'm sure it's gonna come, but I'm pretty much done. It took a lot longer because, you know, kikiing with my girls, talking to my babies, newcomers and old, supporters. Y'all are my babies, all of y'all. Like, you all are welcome here. One of my goals for 2025, I don't ever come on here and tell people my goals because y'all gotta learn how to be secretive with the things that you're trying to accomplish in life. Don't speak it, because there are people that, you know, they'll speak against you. Their tongue, it might not even be intentional, but some people it is intentional. You gotta learn how to be quiet with your plans. But one of my goals, this is nothing somebody can make or break, right? One of my goals is to always look put together and presentable. When you look good, you feel good. And so one of my goals for this year is to prioritize my physical appearance, how I present myself, how I look. So always having my hair done, my nails done, my skin clear, just always looking presentable. Does that mean wearing makeup every day? Absolutely not. However, I want my skin to be in the best shape of its life. I want I want my clothes to be right. I want my hair, 2025, I want my hair to be done constantly. That is one of my goals. So I'm focusing a lot on physical appearance this year. Like, a lot. I'm going back to, like, honestly, I'm going back to, like, high school days when all I cared about was how I looked. Like, I used to be conceited. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say conceited in a bad way, but, like, I was big on my appearance. And then what happened? I don't know. I don't want to be the person that let myself go. Favorite part blush. Look at this blush. I just knew I was going to do a pinky blush today, honey. Look at this. So yeah, I want to get my, I want to find a great dermatologist that I love. I want to, you know, I want to invest in my appearance. I think I got enough blush on. I think I do. Oh, I feel good. I look good. I feel good. Let's put this hair down. Let's see what it's looking like, y'all. But like I said, 2025, I want to stay with my hair done. Like, it is a must that if nothing else is done, my hair is done. That, like, I don't care. That's a goal, and I'm going to stand on that. Especially, I grew up in a household where the women really took care of themselves, and they made it a point that you are to look presentable at all times. Like, you should not look like what you've been through in life. Like, nobody should look at you and know, like, and that could be pride speaking too on their behalf, but like, why do you look unkept? You know what I mean? And that's a sign of, it is a manifestation of things that you're going through. When you allow yourself to be unkept, I do not want to look like the trials that I've been going through. So at the very least, hygiene always at the top of the, like, I'm talking beautiful, clear skin, radiant. I'm talking always smelling good, looking good. Even when I was in deep depression, one of the things I always looked forward to was a shower. It was the only thing that shut everything out. Cleanliness, like, yeah. So for 2025, my hair constantly being done, my skin being the best in its healthiest state, the best state. Just my upkeep is so important to me. It's so important to me. So that is one of my goals, to make sure I am kept in a, yeah. And I want, you know, I want to play with new hairstyles too, or revisit hairstyles I have not done in years because I felt like my face was too fat. Like, for the first time in my life ever, I want a pixie cut. I feel like my face is so slim now. A pixie, a nasty 90s look. I feel like I have the face shape that can do a 90s look. I feel like I got it. I don't know. I kind of want that. Ew, kind of want that. But my main goal, because that don't mean nothing if my inside is not healthy. And I mean spiritually. Spiritually, my main goal is always God. Like, for real, for real. Always putting him first. Being obedient to what he tells me. You know, that's always, like, I don't even gotta say less. I don't even have to. Like, really. I want like a really nudie lip. I feel like a peachy nude or a neutral nude will look good. So I have this one size, like this one size dual lip. It's called Lip Snatcher. I don't like the gloss side because it has glitter. I don't like a glitter gloss. Like, I don't like that whole 90s. No shade to anybody that like it. It just made me, remember when older women in the 90s used to wear like glitter gloss? Like a specific, oh, this is pretty. It looked like peanut butter. I'm gonna be very careful. Shades like this could look bad if we don't do it right. So let me focus. And then on top, I'm gonna go in with this NYX Duck Plump in the shade Banging Bear 02 is the number. Now that's what I'm talking about. And the last thing I'm gonna do is go in with my favorite gloss at the moment. This is NYX. It's Pixie Sheer Rose. This Pixie gloss is my favorite right now. Do you see how it just ties the whole lip together? Yeah. It's a combo. This is a combo. I love, love, love. Here's the final look of the face. I love it. I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know me again. I hope you guys enjoyed me opening up. I hope you enjoyed day 1 of March Madness. Meet me back here tomorrow, same time, for another video. Yeah, I can't wait to spend the next 31 days with you guys and just, inspiring, encouraging in any aspect or area that I can, motivating in any aspect or area that I can, serving in any aspect or area that I can. So yeah, let me know down below. Chit chat with your girl. I'm gonna be in the comments, so meet me in the comment section. Let's keep the conversation going. And yeah, if you have not already, please thumb this video up. It will do me a big favor. Thumbs this video up. Do not be stingy. Hit a like for your girl if you a real one. If you're not, you're not. But it's okay, I still love you anyway. So yeah, that's it. Meet me in the comments, follow me on social media. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.